Today we're doing this painting. I already started it because I really was not planning on doing a video of it because I wasn't really sure how I would do that, but I got this stand thing that you're on. So even though I've already done the background, we could potentially do the rest of this painting together. We'll figure that out. So here is what I've done so far. The background, I've done like a galaxy kind of effect with it. And then just added a bunch of stars. It's a painting that is inspired by Alice in Wonderland, but it's not directly Alice in Wonderland. Beautiful. There you go. Can you see that? Alright, so now we gotta work on the background, which I have my reference photo over here. If you guys are curious what paints I use, I pretty much only use these ones now. I used to exclusively use Apple Barrel, but I have since upgraded. So I have Artist Loft paints, which I actually highly recommend these paints. These paints are really good. I kind of like them better than the Liquitex paints. Like, these paints are good, but these ones are cheaper and just as good, if not better. This is literally going to take me forever. The orange, you guys can see it. It shows up a lot better on camera than it actually does in real life, which is kind of funny. But the orange is transparent. I'm using the Artist Loft one, and even the Liquitex one is very transparent. You can see on the front it's semi-opaque. I don't know if it's just orange in general. I don't think I've ever had like a nice opaque orange. I wish, because I love orange. I love the color orange and I use it a lot. And I wish I could find a nice opaque orange. I used to paint and not have like a pre-made color concept, and I would often lose like my lines. So always make sure you have your color reference already done and out where you can see it very easily. I have so many more coats I have to do with this. I have to do at least 3 more coats. We'll see after that, and then we're gonna be adding like some depth to it as well, which will be fun. And look, I've already forgotten that I wanted the sun to be orange, so I gotta do that now too. But yeah, color references are very important. I don't know if it's just the orange with like this like red orange. It is reminding me of a Reese's Puff box right now. So I mean, hey Reese's, you want a design? Hit me up. Yeah, we still got some to do. I still gotta add the darker like edges to them and then work on the mushrooms. I want the mushrooms to be the same color as her dress to kind of bring it together as like a circle. I always try to keep like the same colors in the painting, so I try to give myself like a very limited color scheme. Messed up a few times on this, mostly it's hard to move this thing. Right here, I fucked that line up, but hopefully in the end you won't even really be able to notice that. Also with the orange, how I have it there, because it's so transparent, I am having a hard time getting rid of that smudge. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that, because if I paint over that section with white, it's not gonna look the same. Like, it's gonna stand out way more than just leaving it like that. And if I paint over it with this red, it's also a transparent color, so it's not gonna really cover it. And then it'll again look like a different color. So I might try and like extend this mushroom down a little bit to cover it, or just leave it. And you know, like every painting has imperfections, so you don't really gotta think too hard about stuff like this. This is the painting that I have for day one, I guess. I finished like the background and I started to do all the blues on the mushroom and on her dress. Still got a lot to go. And this blue is definitely gonna need at least like 2 more coats. But not too bad for the first day. I do tend to paint pretty quickly, so. I also really like the way the rocks on the bottom came out. Not too bad. It's day 2 working on this painting. My Alice in Wonderland inspired painting. Yesterday I did pretty much all of this except for the background that I did a while ago. I'm really happy with how it is so far. As you can see, we still need to do like another coat on the blues. And I think her dress color is a little too bright for me. I would like it to be more of like this color blue. I wanted it to be slightly lighter, but I think it's just a little too light. But we still got so much to do. Hopefully today we can finish it. I'm pretty confident that we'll finish it today. Oops. The amount of times I banged this thing on my walls. Also, I've realized I forgot to do the edges of the mushroom. Can you even see that? Edges of the mushroom. And I think the top of the mushroom. I don't know how much talking I'll be doing today. Probably mostly just a time lapse to finish this thing. We'll see. Yesterday, when I was reviewing the footage, a lot of the footage is just literally in the back of my head. I'm not sure how much you guys want to stare at the back of my head instead of the artwork, but who knows. I really gotta think of a way to film this a little bit better, a little bit easier, because it's hard to make sure that every piece of the painting is in the video and not blocked by me. But we're still learning. This is my first video of this type, so. Currently, this is where the painting is at. I still have to do the like dots on the mushrooms and then just like touch-ups on pretty much everything. Finish the rabbit. I worked a lot on her hair kind of off camera because I was holding the canvas to me, so it was kind of hard to film it. But I think it came out fairly decent, a lot better than it looked before. I've also been struggling with her skin tone for whatever reason. Also, I admit that I'm not really happy with the way her face looks. I definitely need a little bit more practice with side profiles, but I don't think it's too bad. So the painting is pretty close to being done, but we just have to do, like I said, the white dots on the mushrooms and then just little finishing details, highlights, and we'll pretty much be done with this painting. So it's a good chance we can get this done today. We'll see. I have been making a lot of mistakes today and having to fix them a lot. I know, like with her dress, especially for whatever reason, I just kept painting her skin. I was so worried I was gonna paint like the orange and stuff like that because I just didn't want to deal with trying to get that paint up. Yeah, that's where we're at now, and obviously got finishing details, I guess. Finishing details and touch-ups. Our painting is complete. I feel like there are a few areas where I could get the saturation to be better. I feel like the tone of her dress and the tone specifically of this orange, I feel like are very similar. They're both like mid-tones. I like it. I actually really do like it. I don't know why I get scared sometimes to be like, I like my art. I'm very happy with it. I definitely see areas that could be improved, but for the most part, I think it came out really good. I was worried that the grass would look weird and out of place, but I actually don't think it does, and I think it does help add to that illusion of like, I don't know, like a fantasy land kind of thing. Like maybe it's her imagination, all her imagination, which is kind of just all what Alice in Wonderland is anyways. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. You can see I added this white line because her face was kind of blending into the background a bit too much. So I added that white line to help pop her face out, and I think it does help definitely. Things that definitely got lost was her hand. Her face definitely got a bit lost in there. But overall, I don't mind it. I like the way, I'm trying to see. I like the way the mushrooms came out. They're pretty good. And the bunny. You guys see up close up. So this is my Alice in Wonderland inspired piece. I still have to varnish this picture, and then all those colors will really shine through. I swear to God, varnish your paintings because they always look so much better. Plus it protects them, which is really good. And maybe one day, if I ever decide to sell this piece, it will be nice, protected, and hopefully in a loving home. I have like nowhere to put paintings anymore. I don't know if you guys have this problem too, where at this point I just have so many paintings that maybe I should sell them. I feel like nobody knows of my paintings, so like nobody would really want to buy them right now. I don't know. I would love to do prints. This is one of those pieces where I'm like, I would love to make this into like a print, but at the same time it's like, who's gonna buy it? I don't really have like a community, so I guess that's what we're building here. I definitely have so many more painting ideas that I want to do. If you liked the video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye!